9:30. It's currently 9:30. We will call the Cumberland County Board of Elections meeting to order, and we'll begin with a roll call, please, Lauren.
Commissioner Meter.
Here.
Commissioner Fauci.
I'm here.
Commissioner Eichelberg.
We will open the floor up to public comment at this time. Lauren, is there anyone online indicating that they may like to make a public comment? If you're online and you would like to make a comment, please use the raise your hand feature if you are able.
We have one individual online. They have not indicated if they're interested in speaking.
Okie dokie. Is there anyone in the room that would like to make a public comment at this time?
I must.
Okay,
I
Mr.
must.
Cobb, it would not be a meeting without you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So John Cobb, Lemoyne, part of the Election Integrity Task Force of Cumberland County. That's the role in which I'm speaking from today. And I just wanted to share that, over the last 3 years, I've been talking with this commission, this board since 2021, trying to participate in the transparency of the elections in Cumberland County. And I want to just share a few facts, since I've been told I shouldn't ask questions. If I can get my phone to rotate, there we go. So I've spoken with Westmoreland County, and they actually provide opportunities where they will discuss all the questions that citizens have in an open forum until the citizens run out of questions. And that's in regards to election topics, of course. I've spoken with the director of elections in Dauphin County during this period of time on several occasions. Always very open, always very straightforward, always willing to discuss what the matters at hand. I've been to for hours, the elections warehouse in Philadelphia, talking with the director of that facility, as well as with their individuals. And they were so open, it was shocking. I mean, they actually said, come on over. We want to show you how our interface with the ERIC system works. We want you to see this. Look how great this is and how cool this is. There should be no concern with what we do here. And based on what I saw, it was true. I've also had multiple conversations with the director of elections in Allegheny County. And he was always very transparent, always focused and open to my questions. Now, and I share all this to say that my participation here in Cumberland County isn't, and my perhaps occasional frustrations isn't based on some pie in the sky model where, boy, this is how I wish it could be. Boy, this is how it might be in Neverland. No, I'm talking about how it's done in other counties and how they're transparent and how they are open to conversation. Now, this is not in any way a slam against Bethany, right? Because Bethany does what is a wonderful functionary. She does her job. She does a great job of it. It's the board that directs her to either communicate with me or not, as well as the board chooses to communicate with my group or not. So it really comes to the board. It's really nothing to do with Bethany. It's the board itself. 3/4 of and it's all about transparency. It's not about any concern that there's anything untoward happening in this county. 3/4 of the counties in Cumberland in the Commonwealth now are doing the 2% by hand. A similar number allow observers during the 2% recount. Virtually all provisional ballots in the Commonwealth, all provisional ballot adjudication is observed by interested organizations as well as authorized representatives. So Cumberland County is not in the forefront of election transparency, nor in the mainstream of how counties allow meaningful observation of the election processes. And that saddens me. And it should sadden everyone here on the board, and it should cause you concern as to why is there a much higher level of obfuscation of processes and policies than there are in most of the Commonwealth. Thank you.
In an uncharacteristic moment, I'm going to take issue with the comments made by a participant. this board has made available every function that it is required to make available to anyone that chooses to witness the activities surrounding the election. We have made available every report publicly for individuals to view. What we have not done is allowed everyone to come into our Bureau of Elections at any time to view whatever it is they choose to decide they want to look at in any given point in time. So while I respect your persistence, Mr. Cobb, I believe this board has been transparent. Bethany and this board works collaboratively together along with the guidance of our solicitor. So while you may indicate that this board is giving marching orders to a number of individuals, that quite frankly just is not the case. And I will respectfully disagree with some of your comments. So thank you for offering them though. Is there any other public comment for today? Hearing none, entertain a motion for approval of the minutes of the meeting of November 12th.
So moved.
I'll second.
It's moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Now, we are going to take about, if someone would like to make a motion to untable the discussion and action concerning the provisional ballots, which we had tabled at the last November 12th meeting.
I'll table that.
Okay.
I'll second.
It's moved and seconded. All in favor say aye. Aye. Is there any discussion related to the action concerning the provisional ballots? Bethany, is there anything that you wanted to offer that is any different now than it was in the reporting when this was first offered to the board?
No, the provisional ballot report remains unchanged from the first report you saw last Tuesday. You do have a copy there though, just so you have it.
And did anyone have questions of Bethany at this time?
I do not.
Okay, someone would like to make a motion to accept the provisional ballots?
So moved.
Second.
It's moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Next up, we had tabled the discussion and the approval to lay the result books on display. If someone would like to make a motion to untable that, I would appreciate it.
So moved.
Second.
It's moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Is there any further discussion, Bethany, related to the book that we will be laying on the results that we be laying?
Just, again, those, results will be on display until our meeting on Monday, the 25th to certify the election. We have to complete this process today in order to begin the recount tomorrow.
Okay. Did anyone on the board have any questions of Bethany at this time?
No.
Okay. Someone would like to make a motion to lay the result book on display. I appreciate it.
I'll move to approve the laying of the results book on display.
I second.
It's moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Next up, your update, Bethany.
Obviously, the biggest update I have is our recount begins tomorrow at 8 a.m. We will continue until complete. The recount is open for individuals who are either the candidate that is involved in the recount or their attorney, and 2 representatives from each political party that is involved in the recount. Okay. And we did perform our 2% audit and it was successful. We used Hampton 12 election day ballots and Middlesex 1 mail-in ballots for a total of 2,130 that were audited. And that was successful. And the RLA, the risk limiting audit, choices were randomly selected last night and we were not one of the counties to participate. However, there may be a second round in which we would be asked to participate, but for now we have not been one of the chosen counties. That's all I have.
Okay. Bethany, did you indicate that you had reached out to some of the parties to discuss the logic and accuracy?
Yeah,
test?
so the same individuals that I just mentioned there, all were notified of our logic and accuracy testing, that will be today at 1 o'clock for the, machines that will be used for the recount. And they were all notified. And again, those are the only people that are able to come to the testing today.
Understood,
Yes.
thank you.
Mhm.
Did anyone have any questions of Bethany at this time? No? So you've mapped a plan for the recount.
You're ready to roll.
Okay, your staff is running on E out there, I would think. a little bit
Yes,
at this
they
time,
are,
so-
but luckily we're getting some additional help from some other county staff to help us with the recount as well, so.
Very good, thank you. There is a request for executive session regarding pending litigation that will follow immediately after this meeting. And is there, outside of that, is there any other business to come before the Bureau of Elections, the Board of Elections at this time?
I'd simply like to ask Mr. Cobb if he'd be willing to put in writing an enumeration of your concerns you would provide to us.
I'd be happy to.
Thank you.
Any other business? for the board? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
We are adjourned.